Hi, everybody. Jake Slebodnick for your hometown radio stations and Renda Digital TV, checking in once again from First Commonwealth Bank Field in Homer City as we talk Purchase Line Baseball. This interview brought to you by Robin Dale, and to my left, your right, is Ray Hill in his 9th season as the head coach at Purchase Line, Austin Chambers, and John Hughes. And, Coach, good to talk to you. And last year, kind of a bit of a rough season for you, but you guys look to bounce back here in 2024. What were some of the big takeaways following last year's season?
I think we underachieved last year. We exceeded some expectations. Made the playoffs 2 years ago. Was hoping to make the playoffs again. Last year didn't. So disappointed. But I was hoping to make the playoffs this year. Kind of know what we need to do. Just better focus and play 7 innings.
What are some of the strong suits of this team this year? Is it pitching, hitting, all around? From your point of view, what are the strong suits?
Hoping to have better team cohesion this year. We should be strong hitting defensively, and I think we'd be better in every facet of the game. We just got to execute then. And when things don't go our way, we need to flush it quickly and move on to the next batter, the next out. And things don't always go your way. And a lot of times when things start to not go our way, we kind of, I don't know if we panic or if we just kind of get all worked up and we don't always turn the page quick enough, but we just turn the page and move to the next situation, get the next out, get a good hit, and hopefully I think we'll have some better team leadership. So.
I'd say so with John and Austin to your left, and I know there's a couple other seniors as well, and that was my next question. What are the numbers looking like for Purchase Line this year? Good turnout in terms of roster size?
Yeah, 14 I believe we have on the roster. Not a lot, but enough, and we have enough. We should be the numbers won't be a factor. We have we need 9 solid starters and some solid backups. I think we have that. Some role players here and there, and just need strong pitching, and which I think we have that. Obviously, you could use more depth, especially at pitching when games start to 4 or 5 games in a week. But we just need our starters to throw strikes and go a lot of innings. So,
who are some of those guys we're going to see on the bump this year?
That'll be Austin Chambers, Devlin Cordish. Who else? Kobe Byers, probably Jason Misko, younger Wyatt Shreddy, and other guys. We have new kid Steven Peruso, hoping to just throw some quality innings. So.
Heritage Conference grew a little bit with the addition of the Conomas, adds a little bit more of a competitive factor to it from your point of view. Take me through the state of the Heritage Conference, how competitive it's going to be here in 2024.
Oh, I think it's gotten better, bigger. Definitely, we don't get to play as many teams twice. We play only team once, and so I think conference has definitely gotten better, which is good. But I think we've gotten better too, and so we can't wait for the teams to come back to us. We've got to get better and start playing with them. And so don't know a lot about the new teams, but but we'll learn. We got a Conemaugh Valley right off the bat at our place, and so never played them before, but we'll see.
That's always the best matchups are the ones that are in the unknown. So, Coach, best of luck this season. Hope for better results, and we'll hope to see you here at First Commonwealth Field at the end of the season.
Yep, sounds good.
That's Coach Ray Hill, and we'll talk with Austin Chambers next. Coach, if you want to head to the end of the line here. And, Austin, you're going to be one of the big pitching leaders this year for the Red Dragons in a year where you guys look to bounce back. From your point of view, what are some of the big things that you've noticed about the team coming into 2024?
Definitely that we've hit the ball better. Even in the couple days we've been practicing, we've hit the ball way harder than we did last year, way more efficient. Another thing is that we've been pitching way better. We've been throwing strikes consistently. We've been working in the off season, so that's always a plus when we have a good group of guys working in the off season.
And that's one of the main things you said and Coach mentioned as well, is that the pitching is taking a step forward. Looking back to last year, have you guys recognized, hey, we need to pitch more to contact, we need to try to get balls to miss more bats a little bit? What's the pitching philosophy going into this year?
Just our strikes, honestly. We'll put the ball where they can hit it, and we're just going to let our fielders make plays. That's the biggest thing we got to do. We know we don't have a kid that can go out there and throw 90 miles an hour right past everyone. We have kids that will throw consistent, hard enough where it's not easy to hit, but it's not too hard to hit. So we just got to let them hit the ball and put it in play.
Looking at last year's record, a lot of teams might look at Purchase Line and say, hey, they're going to be tough, but we don't know how they're going to be this year. Why should that might leave some people sleeping on Purchase Line? Why should people wake up and acknowledge that Purchase Line is a team to beat?
They definitely should, because last year we were young. We had 2 seniors that played consistently. The rest didn't really play a lot. We had a couple juniors that played, but we were mainly freshmen and sophomores last year that played. And it didn't hurt us, but it helped us in the long run. So with the younger guys like Devlin coming up and playing, his pitching has gotten better, his fielding, his hitting has gotten better, and we just have a lot of young kids that are willing to step up and make the role that they need.
Coach mentioned you guys opened the season against a new opponent in Conemaugh Valley, a team who you guys have never faced before. A lot of about them is unknown. Are you excited from your point of view to face a new team to kick off the 2024 campaign?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I hope I'm on the bump first game. That'd be the nice thing. But if not, we just got to go out there and play. Got to go hit the ball, got to go make plays. We can't go out there and go 0-2 batting and not get any runs. We got to go out, hit the ball, make plays, and put the ball in play and hopefully score some runs.
Austin, always good to catch up with you. Best of luck this season. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
All right, now let's talk to John Hughes. And John, before we get underway here, what are some of the positions we'll see you on the diamond, play on the diamond this year?
Well, I'll be playing catcher this year. I'll probably be the starting catcher overall. We have a couple younger kids catching with us this year, but I'll probably be the starter.
As a catcher, how important is it to form a nice bond with your pitchers to make sure that they can hit the zone rather consistently and you guys can come out on top?
I mean, it's really important to have a relationship with your pitchers, because if you don't, they'll be throwing wild pitches everywhere in the dirt and everything. So, yeah.
From your point of view, how has this team improved from last year to this year?
A lot. We had a lot of younger kids last year that are getting better at pitching and hitting and stuff, like Devlin Quarters and Kobe Byers coming up. I played with them in the summer a little bit in summer leagues, and they've been getting a lot better.
In talking with them over the summer leagues, you look at last year's record, you think, man, we want to be a lot better this year. How have sort of the underclassmen sort of been ignited by last year's performance in order to do better this year?
I mean, when you have a bad season, it really ignites you to get up and get better in the season. So, I mean, it helps a lot.
All right, so John, you guys got Conemaugh Valley your first game, and of course Conemaugh Township down the line. You got some new opponents this year. Take me through the competition level in the Heritage Conference. How tough is it going to be this year?
I mean, it went up a lot from last year with all the new teams coming in, but I'm excited to play new teams. It gives us more room for improvement, gives us a lot more times to win games, so I'm excited.
Hey, John, best of luck. Can't wait to see you suit up and get behind the dish here on opening day.
Yep, thank you.
That's John Hughes along with Austin Chambers and Coach Ray Hill for the Purchase Line Red Dragons baseball team. They'll open the season against newcomer Conemaugh Valley. And we thank them for their time, and we thank Robindale for being the sponsor of this interview. For the Red Dragons, I'm Jake Slebodnick on Renda Digital TV and your hometown stations.